Hey, Val here. Today we're taking a look at 5 awesome maps in VRChat that you can play by yourself or with your friends. Today's worlds are all gun type maps or maps that have some sort of gun mechanics. I did my best to spread out as much as I could, but it was a little difficult on this one. If you like the map in the background here or want to see any other map that I spoke about today, you can take a look in the description. I'll have a link for all of them. Alright, map number 1, Gatling Gun Shooting Range. Yeah, so like the name implies, you get exactly what's on the box here. That's it. You get the Gatling guns, you got the shooting range. This is really fun to shoot. If you've got multiple people, you guys can try and clear all the targets at once, or if you just want to sit here, listen to music, watch a show or something, and fire off the Gatling gun, this is definitely the map for you. Yeah, I might be a little bit biased because, you know, I do enjoy a big gun, and this map unfortunately lets me use a big gun, which I probably shouldn't be allowed to use. Now, are you gonna subscribe? And yeah, that's unfortunately not a lot to say about this one, but that's it. Let's head on to our next map. All right, here we are, next map on the list. So the next 2 maps are actually going to be by the same creator. However, one's an older one and one's a newer one. We're going to do the older one first because I think this one is definitely worth talking about. So this one does have a pretty good selection of guns. AOINU's prefabs or their guns that they use in their maps are typically really good. They feel awesome. The map isn't particularly the nicest. It looks like it's got like Half-Life 2 textures on the wall, but other than that, the shooting mechanics themselves are pretty awesome. As you can see behind me, there's some targets. You got like a pseudo scoring system, so if you want to play against your friends or challenge them to like maybe like a shooting game, you can definitely do so here. This is the map for that. AOINU has another map which I'm going to show afterwards, which is an upgraded version of this one and probably the better of the two. But if you've played one and you haven't played this one, I'd say check it out because this is one of their older ones, but does have an awesome selection of weapons. So yeah, this is a great starting point if you want to just shoot some guns in VR, hang out with your friends, or if you want to do a little target practice and compare scores. Anyways, on to AOINU's next map. Alright, so as promised, here's another AOINU map. However, this one features a little bit more modern weaponry. You got a little timer in the background, as you can see. It calculates your points, and your objective, I guess, is to try and get as many points as you can within that time limit. This is probably one of the better prefabs, not the best in my opinion, but one of the better prefabs for shooting off weapons. You can control the distance of each of the targets. It's pretty cool. You gotta like reload your guns, you gotta cock them, you're gonna have to pull the bolt back on the snipers and everything like that. It's pretty impressive for what it is. You even got like tactical zoom scopes where you can adjust the scope zoom value. You actually look down the sight, as you can see. So once you have your target spotted, you can actually shoot it from there. There's a bipod feature on the sniper, so you can just drop it on the table and not have to worry about doing dual grip. Something I didn't mention in the last world is that all those guns are dual grip guns. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, dual grip just means that you can actually grab it at 2 positions and manipulate it based off those 2 positions. For just raw gun maps where the only point of it is just to shoot guns, this and like one other map in VR so far are hands down the best. We'll talk about the other one in a little bit, but for now, if you haven't checked out AOINU's shooting lab, I'd say come and check this one out if you checked out their first map. This one will blow you away. Alright, on to the next map. Alright, next up here we have Grapnel Gun. Yeah, Grapnel Gun. Yeah, that's not misspelled, by the way. That's actually how the creator spelled it. Anyways, this is a cool grappling gun game. This specific map is one of 2 of these maps, I believe. There's another one which is like a speedrun based map. So it's basically just a speedrun variant of this map, which is just like a Spider-Man simulator or a Batman simulator. You use your grappling gun, you can swing around. In this map, there's like coins you can collect, but in the speedrun map, the idea is to cross the map as fast as possible. There's actually a global leaderboard in that one. So if you haven't checked out any of these Grapnel Gun type maps, I'd say take a look for them by searching in the VRChat Worlds search. All right, so I saved the best for last this time. Finally, the best for last. Let's take a look at our next map. All right, so here we are, the final map, I promise, for this video. This is Ramu's gun range. This is probably one of the best VRChat maps for shooting guns that you'll ever play. Now, the map has a bit of that like dev texture flair. Looks a little bit like aim labs or something, but don't let that fool you. The gun mechanics here are absolutely awesome. Pretty much all of these guns that require it are 2-point. For example, you load the shotgun shells into the shotgun from the bottom. You gotta pump it to like move the next shell up. You have a ton of different weapons to choose from the menu. Each weapon has its own set of attachments. Some of them have silencers. You can add bipods and stuff like that. There's a scoreboard with multiple game modes, so you can play against your friends. So if you got a couple friends who enjoy shooting, this is 100% the best place to take them, especially if they don't know this map and they've never been here. This will be a surprise to you if you check it out, and it'll be a surprise for them as well. Nothing really more to say about this. Honestly, if you haven't checked this map out, why are you still here? And if you're in VR, quit watching the video or go watch my other videos and then try this map out. There you have it, 5 awesome VRChat maps that you can check out right now that involve guns or some sort of shooting range. If you have any suggestions for maps that you want me to check out, leave them in the comments below and maybe I'll feature them in a future video. That's it for me. If you want to see more of my videos, you can take a look at them here. Other than that, bye!